why buy the cow when you can have the milk for free? This is interesting to me because I feel like when we talk about relationships, there are so many times where we act like we are giving away our best or our goodies or we're having so much fun, and yet we seem dissatisfied. It's like, why am I giving my all to someone who doesn't deserve it? And from my perspective, stop. Like, why would you give your best to someone who doesn't deserve it? That's stupid. Like, why not give your best to someone who is worthy of your best? And if the person isn't worthy of your best, don't give them everything. Like, give them enough that it's like we're having fun and we're enjoying ourselves, but not everyone deserves to get the goddess treatment or the God treatment or pull out all your tricks and please them in ways they never knew they could be pleased before. That is unwise, undisciplined, and why it's your fault you're dissatisfied in your relationships. No one else's, it's yours. So we need to take responsibility for these relationships we're in and honor where they're at and stop acting like it's someone else's fault that all I interact with are people who are beneath me or not worthy of my best. I'm Latia, and I feel like when we blame other people for our terrible sex lives, that's a personal problem. Why would you choose to sleep with someone that you don't like, don't trust, don't respect, wish you never met in the first place, and then not only are you like, this person's kind of trash, but then you want to get mad and you're like, I'm giving my best to this person who doesn't deserve it. Oh, they're getting my tricks and my goodness and my love and attention, and I'm an amazing lover, so I gotta show out. And it's like, but you're terrible at picking your partners. Why wouldn't you qualify and vet this person before you sleep with them? So you're like, this person's a dum-dum, but I want to have sex. And if I'm going to have sex, then I'm going to show out because that's who I am. So they got to get the best of me. And it's like, or stop having sex with people that you don't respect. Or if you do have sex with someone and you don't respect them, treat them with the amount of respect or appreciation that you feel for them. Like, if you're like, you're dumb, I hate you, I wouldn't want to have a child with you, why am I going to be giving you my best? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. So for me, in every interaction I have with someone, I respect you, I like you, I enjoy your company, you are welcome to touch my body or be in my space. If I don't like you, you ain't touching me. If I don't like you and you really want to go down on me, depending on my mood, I might let you. Because I might be in a mood where I'm like, you can't mess with anything else. But if you please me, thank you. I'm not touching you. And I've done that to people before. It's actually a lot of fun when I've been with someone and I used to like them. Like, oh, we should be together. I want you so much. Like, let's date. You don't realize how awesome I am, like we could be perfect. And they're like, no, you're clingy. I don't want anything to do with you. It's like, okay, I'm moving on. And then they come back like, oh my gosh, Latia, I want you so much. I miss you. Oh, what could have been if we hadn't changed our minds? And it's like, sucks to be you, because bye, like, boy, bye. I'm not about it right now. And so this person and I would hang out sometimes. I remember one time he was like, can I go down on you? And I was like, yeah, sure. So he goes down on me and it's like, oh, that was nice. He's like, so you gonna go down on me? And I was like, no. He's like, well, and we're at my place and he's like, well, I'm gonna jack off in your bed. And I was like, please don't get it in my sheets. Whatever. And I went to sleep. I remember asking the next day, like, did you actually take care of yourself? And I think it was like, no. I'm like, good. I don't want my sheets to be tainted with any more of you than they are by the fact that you slept in my bed. That was fun. But that person is not someone that I'm necessarily wanting to sleep with. Like, if I choose to, and I have, it's like, in this moment, yes. Most of the moments, nah, I'm straight. I know I don't want to be with you. I know you don't want to be with me. There's something better for me. And so it can be tough to say no to someone and they're like pressuring you, but when you get to that place of detachment where I don't need you to feel good, it's a choice. I don't need to give you my best. Like, if I'm not satisfied, if I don't feel it, I'm not gonna do it. Like, point blank period. I've had plenty of times where I've done things where it was like, I'll make the most of it, but I don't want to. I don't want to do this, but if you annoy me enough, sometimes I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. Let's get it over with. Like, cool, fine. But that's not empowering necessarily. I mean, I take responsibility for my actions and my choices, so it's like, I'll be empowered no matter what choice I make, you know? Like, that's how I look at myself and my choices. But some people are like, I don't want flings and casual sex because I give my all and they don't deserve it and I'm so smart and they're so stupid and blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, how are you the smart one and yet you're sleeping with dumb people? Are you really that smart? Like, can we claim we're that intelligent? If every person you sleep with is stupid, maybe you hang out with stupid people and you're dumb and you just think you're smarter than you are, because I mean, who wouldn't? We're all arrogant. We're self-righteous. Like, I think I'm the most smartest person on earth. See that? Most smartest. That's not even proper grammar. And I'll still stand by. I am the smartest, the most smartest, whatever I want to be. Because we're all self-centered and the world revolves around us because that's how we experience it, and it's human. But when it comes to your relationships, why give husband benefits, wife benefits to someone that is a temporary thing? Why give them your all when you know you have no intention of seeing them for longer than a week, a day, a moment? What is the purpose of that? That is a lack of self-respect, a lack of self-discipline. That's silly because you're kidding yourself. They don't care if you're pulling out all the stops. What, so they can tell their dumb friends how good you were? Oh yeah, this guy was so great, you should check him out too. Like, I think not. Like, I don't get it, but that's my perspective, because if I'm sleeping with you, you are either cute enough, you were available enough, I was in the mood enough, whatever the moment may bring. Sometimes it's like I actually like you and would like more with you. Sometimes I'm just having fun, scratching an itch, if you will. It doesn't matter. But if you know what your intention is going in, behave accordingly. Oh, I'm just a divine in the bed, so I've got to be divine every time. No, you don't. That's silly. Like, every person you meet, you're going to treat them like they're the most amazing person you ever met in your life. Sometimes I do that, but that's because, like, there's a baseline of respect for humanity, and if we're neutral, I'll be cordial. And if I don't like you, I'll do my best to be cordial, but at the same time, I might be wishing that you would stop breathing and get away from me. But it's a matter of choice, integrity, and what do we value? If you want to be in a long-term relationship with someone and you care about them and you're building that relationship and you're taking your time and you're working into what works for both of you, that sounds like the perfect time to pull out all the stops and please them and cater to their whim and make sure they're responding well and you're learning them and you're having fun. If you do not respect the person that you are sleeping with, why are you sleeping with them? Why are you trying to honor them in ways that they don't deserve? Why are you going to complain about it? Like, I don't understand complaining about something that is your choice and within your power to change. That's just weird. And if you don't feel like you're sleeping with people who are of your level and standard, that's a personal problem. I don't know if it's your boundaries. I don't know if it's the amount of respect you have for yourself. I don't know if it's because you just settle for whatever floats your way. That is up for you to discover and process on your own. But when we have these relationships, even, how many people have I seen who are playing house with a boyfriend or a girlfriend that should have been a temporary thing? So we're gonna start jumping into building a family and I don't even know you. I don't even know your last name. It's unwise, it's not thoughtful, and there are so many better things we could be doing with our time. So if you're going to sleep with someone, I would figure out in advance, what level am I showing up at? What level do I feel for this person? And how much fun can I have while respecting their humanity and not disrespecting my values and standards? Because the amount of times I've had people act like I'm too good for the people I'm with, or my boyfriend, girlfriend is sucky, or blah, 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 then leave them. What is wrong with you? Like, why are you being so silly? You're holding yourself back in that case. So let's just own where we're at, be honest with ourselves and others, and just take an opportunity to create relationships where we can show up as our best freely without guilt instead of blaming people for being unable to handle us.